Hey guys, how's it going? So, Ahmed just came out, the new limited Soul Weaver. Of course, it's a blue Soul Weaver. We don't have enough of those already that are limited in the game yet. And, Rand's girlfriend. So, when I first looked at this character, I thought that she had a lot of potential. Could be a really, really strong character. She's kind of a mixture of maybe Faithless Lytica and Amelia in a weird way. Like, she gives the skill null and pushes the team. She cleanses and gives attack buff and stuff. And then she has this new special thing called Swift Attack, where after that ally takes their turn, they also go to 50% combat readiness. Or rather, they gain 50%. So if it's a character like Kisei or like Edward or Pirate Flan and they use the rest three, they'll actually just go to 100% combat readiness right after. So you can do some cool combos with that. But ignoring all that, she's able to attack buff and cleanse, Sierra the push the team a bunch, and skill null is awesome. And then with this artifact, you're able to Sierra push a little bit more on that ally that you attack buff, and also a chance to give crit damage. Now, let me just real quick say, I hate this artifact because it's really good, but it's just a chance to work. The amount of matches where that crit damage could make a huge difference and possibly win or lose the game purely off whether you get it is probably going to be pretty big. There's probably going to be a lot of matches where someone needs just a huge amount of raw damage and they just don't get the buff, and then it's not enough and then they lose. Really don't like how that works. I was lucky enough to get as many as I actually did, so I'm happy about that, but just kind of have some gripes with this artifact. I do find it to probably be the most useful artifact on her, since you're just going full aggressive with this unit normally, because once she uses her S2, S3, has a pretty long downtime where she's not really doing anything. So I think this is the best one. Otherwise, I was looking at other Soul Weaver artifacts. You could have something maybe that cleanses, like Doctor's Bag in case you don't get the first turn, or just like Warhorn to give raw damage to the team. Something along those lines. Now, so I built a 297 speed Ahmed. She has an attack percent ring and a crit chance next, so not the most optimal, but I just wanted raw speed to try her out as pretty much a cleave character. I think she's good in cleave and aggro. I think standard, she's probably not amazing. I can explain why in a minute, but I think that she's a mostly aggressive character because you're just supposed to skill null the team, push yourself forward, do a bunch of damage with one of your units, and get a bunch of prep towards the next turn with swift attacks that they're able to follow up and do even more damage as fast as possible. I think you're supposed to just end the match as quickly as you can. Her S1 is nice with the Sierra push, but it's really not that big of a deal. The Soulburn came in handy a few times, though, I will definitely say, which was cool. But if you play a unit like this in Standard, currently Standard has a lot of huge debuffs and other stuff like that, and she's only able to cleanse one ally one time with a long cooldown. Even if you have something like Doctor's Bag, it's usually not enough. Characters like Amelia, Destina, Emil Koeric, they cleanse constantly. They're able to deal with those things. But a character like this doesn't really work so well. That's one reason why you don't really see much DN either, is because she's not really able to cleanse all much and can just get overwhelmed so easily by debuffs. So I think that's a huge downside of Ahmed, and why you're not really going to see her in Standard all that often. So I think she's basically just for aggressive play. Now, she does have imprint concentration of F-res, and I think another build I might go with her is maybe like 280 speed with like 180 F-res or something like that, maybe more than that, so you could use her against like Emo Lilius or something along those lines. I found that she works decently against Ran if the opponent doesn't have a bridge that goes Ran into another unit, but that's kind of obvious though, right? A lot of characters can kind of deal with that. She's also pretty good into Payra, which I think is kind of nice, because if Payra doesn't combo directly into another unit, well, Ahmed can cleanse, and if somebody doesn't get Restrictor and Buffalo can push them forward, etc. So I think she's okay into that kind of stuff. But the main thing is you usually want to get the first turn with her. You could use somebody like Zio or Ran to secure the first turn easier, and then she goes after. That's another possibility, and I think she works really well in that. But let's talk about some of the downsides of Ahmed. So one big thing is she doesn't have insanely fast base speed. She's 117, pretty good, but not really crazy. Tons of units that are very popular outspeed her. Then what's another thing? She can't use Guiding Light. A lot of the best openers are either absurdly powerful like Emo Lilius, or they run Guiding Light. So since she's not able to use that, it's a bit of an issue. She can get outsped by a lot of units. She's vulnerable to characters like Zio. Bit of a problem there. Now, she's also not the best against Politis. It's nice that she gets Skill Nullifier, and she's able to cleanse after, so if the Politis like gets a stun with her S2, you can maybe mitigate it or something. But if the Politis is fast enough, you might just not get enough CR push, because this is halved to, what, like 12.5, and then this, that's only 9%. You might not even get the turn unless you have already really fast characters. Depends how fast they are. It also depends how many units of your team they actually stun with something like Crown. Could be a bit of a problem. And then the swift action thing, that gets halved. So it's a little bit awkward to play this. She's really great into Celine though, because she has skill nullifier. But those are definitely things that you have to keep in mind when you're using this character. Now, what would I say about her overall? I think she's a pretty good character. I think she does her job pretty well as a really, really aggressive Amelia type unit, just a weird Flitica Amelia mixture. And I think she does a really good job. I think she requires a really good speed gear though. She's a bit of an ego unit where you just have to say like, I'm gonna outspeed my opponent, who cares? And you know, that could be a little bit awkward, but she's also able to reach huge damage numbers with the attack buff and crit damage with this, which is pretty amazing. Now, you could also say, though, doesn't Flan kind of do that? That's the problem. It's like, I feel like her and Flan are sort of similar in a lot of ways, except Flan's even more aggressive because she can defense break, so that's pretty big. But I guess Ahmed's a more self-sufficient character that does so many things and doesn't have to rely on souls or anything, but that's a really big bonus. Now, would I say pull on her? Yes. She's a limited unit, so I think she's 100% worthwhile pulling. And I think she's a pretty good unit overall. Now, if you only play slow, you're just like the slowest player ever, never going to play aggressive, then I guess she's not going to be too useful for you. But if you're an aggressive player, I think I would recommend grabbing her, especially because she's limited. And I feel like you want at least one copy of her artifact, because limited artifacts, you never know. Maybe another character will come around that's really good with it. It actually works on DJ Basar. His S2 into S3 could be kind of fun, I guess. But other than that, no one else can really use it at the moment. The problem is you kind of need multiple copies to truly make it more reliable, which is really frustrating. But I think she's worthwhile pulling, and I think she does her job pretty well. You could wait until the very end of her banner, though, if you want to really be safe, see what they're advertising coming next. We're going to find out next week what's coming out, but who knows, maybe collabs on the horizon, other stuff like that. So if you want to be really safe, just wait. But I kind of recommend pulling every limited unit in the game. Especially if you ever think you're going to use them. But if you never, ever think you're going to use her, then maybe just skip. But all in all, I think she's a pretty good unit. I think she's a pretty fun unit, and I think she's a pretty good looking unit. So I guess she's kind of a full package right there. Not the best unit ever, because there are a lot of other openers that are really strong, like Lua and Emo Lilius and like Ran and Laika and all those kinds of things. So it's not like she's a completely unique character in that there's no one else that you can pick that's really fast. And she gets countered by some of those characters too. Outsped by Emo Lilius and like pushback or something, Lua reset. Laika could sleep her if you don't have enough F-res or something like that. All of these characters could just outspeed her easily. Zio just stops her. So she has a lot of those problems, but I think all in all, she's a pretty solid unit, and I think I would recommend picking her up. Anyways, for the rest of the video, I'm just going to have some clips of me using her. I had a lot of cleave matches. I was able to play so many matches because they ended usually pretty quickly overall. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys next time.
We must fight.
Wait, she's kind of slow. Oh, well. We're going to push up, get that skill and all and everything. I think we just kind of clean house.
Avoided must be overcome. The power of the eternal cycle.
Does he have higher attack or strays? Oh, he actually has higher attack. Well, if this doesn't kill S10A, then I don't know. Even if it doesn't, we should be fine. Well, it didn't kill S10A. Damn, I suck. Damn, I really suck, don't I? It's kind of awkward. Okay, it's probably fine though. Like, we have skill null and everything. They can't revive anybody. Did I not give crit? No, he has crit damage. That was just a tanky Spectre Tenebria. It's kind of impressive, actually. But I'm pretty sure Vildra is just going to finish everything off here with his S1, right? Yep. I like Vildred with her. Pretty fun to get that crit damage on him. Alright, well that worked. Is my Celine gonna live? It would be pretty cool. They're reading her passive right now to see what EE I have, probably. Oh boy. Wait, is she really that slow? I think she's ungeared.
This is it. Here I go.
Ungeared Celine strikes again. There's no way she's geared right now. She's 100% ungeared. Like 100%. I'm gonna win with an ungeared Celine. Because they don't know. It bamboozles them, right? They have no clue. How could they know? Oh my god. The perfect crime. Celine, like, it just struck the fear of God into their heart. They can't do anything. Oh my god, good job, Ahmed. Alright, so this kind of sucks, and this is on Moonlight Dreamblade, so I really don't like this, but I think my only chance is this. So good luck to me. We probably miss, and we're gonna lose Vildred. Okay.
Pay attention or you might regret it. Take my
Wait a second. Hold up.
What cannot be avoided must be overcome.
Hold up. You're done.
Wrongly pruned. Shall
Yeah, wait, there's no damage here. I didn't get crit damage buff, but as long as we kill one person, Vildred gets that fat push.
Won't you regret this?
Right? Okay, we hit Aiden. Nice. We didn't get 20%ed. And then we just finish it off. Okay, wow, that actually worked out really well. If that was an optimized Aiden for this team, it would have killed me, but nobody builds them like that anymore. Alright. Oh.
I'll take your life.
Alright, perfect. We get to do this first. Our incredibly slow Kisei, she's like, what, 240 speed or something? Whoa, what do you mean resist? What the? That's fine. Right? Wait, we didn't push back.
Have faith in me.
It's fine, even though we didn't push back.
What cannot be avoided must be overcome.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't even care. It's fine.
Buds of hope sprout forth.
This will be the last moon they
We also didn't get crit damage. I don't know what's wrong with this game, but okay.
You disrespect me.
Oh my god. And he lapsed because we didn't push him back. Unfortunate. But, this is fine. You see, we don't even have to S2 here. Like, look, yeah, he does this, right? He gets a shield.
You know the terrors
But
of the night.
let's see the damage on this. I don't even have her max molded, by the way.
You disgust me.
That does a lot of damage. Oh my god, that does 13,000 too. Yeah. And then we just start hitting him. Best duel. So Kisei doesn't have attack buff anymore, sadly. If I was smart, I would have just Kisei Soulburn into him probably, but I kind of wanted to see how much damage it did to
No one can hide from
Airwall
the
there.
light of the full moon.
Whatever, let's just... He gets his Sigurds, the equivalent exchanges. Whatever, man.
Time has come.
Not bad.
Big damage. Yeah, that's without the crit damage buff, actually. God, she would have hit so hard.
How about you're trembling?
Okay. Yeah, Landy's a little bit slow there. And she can't go for the S2. The problem is, I think Rand's just gonna kill my Spectre. Well, that's if they S3. They might not want to risk that, though, so I might be okay. Guess we'll see. Because the problem is, if this is Water's Origin DJ Basar... Okay, they missed. That's nice at least. It's not Water's Origin, but he did RNL. Really? I would have just instantly won, by the way, if it wasn't for RNL. Oh. Bro, you can't kill both of them, dude! You can't kill both! Oh my god. What was that?
A future wrongly pruned.
Nice double RNL. Sucker.
Once again, I fight with the power of all.
Give me your wallet.
I have no doubt in my bones.
Give me your points. Well, my Amit's not too tanky, but fortunately my Lua and Amit together were tanky enough to win. Lucky me. Oh my god, she died just from the escort damage. Whew.
No need to flatter me. This
Well,
is
Amit's good
everyone's
versus
armor.
Peyra and Ran, I feel like, overall.